about the properties. Not the properties. We learned about the what do you call that? Properties of rational numbers, of addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Then we learned about real numbers. We learned about numbers which can be divided into two: real numbers and imaginary numbers. So real numbers can be represented on a number line, whereas imaginary numbers cannot be represented in the number line. Then rational number can be of two types: rational number and irrational number.
Real number are of two types: rational and irrational.
Yeah. Then rational number, under that we have integers, it can be 0, negative or positive, which is natural number, and fraction. Then we will learn about decimals, recurring decimals and non-recurring decimals. And we learned about the properties of rational number: closure property, commutative property, associative property, additive inverse.
What is the additive inverse of 7/3?
So minus 7/3, sir.
Okay. What is rational number?
So rational number is a number where no. So how will you define a rational number?
Rational numbers.
No, sir, I think I know. So 1 second, let me just see. Rational number definition, or define it. Okay, so you can tell that rational number. Okay, you can tell that. Sir, I'm not sure how to define it.
Rational.
So I can tell the two keywords: ratio or two integers, and I'm not sure how to frame it because I don't remember how to do it.
Rational numbers are those numbers which can be represented in the form of P by Q, where Q is not equal to 0, and P and Q are basically, when we talk about P and Q, they are basically integers.
Okay.
Define what are rational numbers.
Sir, rational number is a number where it can be represented by P by Q, where P is not equal to 0 and P and Q are integer numbers.
They're integers, not numbers. Don't use the term number there. They're integers.
Okay, sir.
Okay, what are integers?
Sir, integers are so you can tell integers which has integers. I think integers can be defined as it is an it can be written without a fractional component.
What do you mean by that?
For example, you can write it as 2140.
Basically, what are integers? Integers are rational numbers. When we say integers, what are integers? Integers are a rational number. Integers are rational numbers where the denominator is 1. Okay, so all the rational numbers which have denominator 1, those are basically called as integers.
Okay.
Okay, so when you draw a number line, when you're drawing a number line, so you write like this: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, -1, -2, -3. So all these values, what you can see, they are basically integers. So integers are those forms of rational number which have denominator equal to 1. Okay, what are the different kinds of integers?
Positive, negative, and 0.
Positive, negative, and 0. So those integers which are 0 and all positive integers, what do you call them? 0 and all positive integers, what do you call them?
Natural numbers.
No, they are called as whole number. Natural number.
So what are they called?
Integer. 0 and all positive integers are called as natural number or non-negative integers.
Okay, sir.
They are called whole number or non-negative integer. All positive integers, positive integers are called as natural number.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Remember this.
Okay.
What is the sum of n natural number?
1.
Sum of n natural number. Sum of n natural number. Sum of n natural number. What is the formula of sum of n natural number? N into n plus 1 by 2. This is the formula. If
I haven't learned this, sir.
I ask, if you've not learned, then I'm telling you, you have to remember these things. So what is the sum of n natural number? If I ask you, what is the sum of 1 plus 2 plus 3 till 100? What is n here?
1.
N is 100, no yaar. N natural number. Tanish, n. What is n here? N is 100, right? N.
Okay.
N natural number means what? The last term. How we define, you know maths, right? In maths, how we define the last term? We define by n, right? If I ask you, what is the sum from 1 to 100? So either manually you do the sum from 1 to 100 or apply this formula directly. So n here is 100. So the answer is 100 into 101 by 2. If you solve this, you'll get 5050. You don't have to waste your time adding. Like you can add and all, you can spend time on adding, or you can simply follow the formula. So remember this. If I'm asking you what is the sum of n natural number, the answer is 5050. Either manually you add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus like that till 100, or you use the formula, the sum of n natural number formula. And into
Sir, I can't hear you properly, sir. The volume बहुत low है आज. Because मम्मी मुझे बोलती गई सर का बोल.
Tanish, is I'm audible?
So now it's still it's better. It's little better.
But when I see recording, I don't find any problem with my voice.
Sir, आपको problem you're only speaking there, no sir. So how will you
No,
have?
Tanish, I'm talking about recording part also. When I hear recording part, whenever you tell me, that day I check the recording, but I never find that difference in voice. Anyway, मैं और तेज बोलता हूँ. Remember the formula. Whenever I'm
Yes, sir.
remember the formula, sum of n natural number formula, the sum of n natural number formula. Remember this. Tanish, if something new is being taught, just be focused that time. So this is the formula of sum of n natural number. The formula is n into n plus 1 by 2. This is
Okay.
if you have to do the sum of n natural numbers, like n can be anything. You don't know. I can ask you what is the sum from 1 to 20. I can ask you what is the sum from 1 to 20. I can ask
20 into 21 by 2.
you. Either you do like this manually or apply the formula n into n plus 1 by 2, that n is 20, 20 into 21 by 2, answer will be 210. So with formula it become very easy. Okay, remember this. Okay, then what is the form? What is real number? What are real number?
So real numbers. So it can be both rational numbers as well as irrational numbers.
No, I ask what are real number. So first you
So
need
they're positive or negative integers.
positive. Those are integers. Tanish, you're not.
Sorry, positive or negative rational numbers.
Rational. You are not understanding only what I'm asking you. What are real number? Real numbers are those numbers. When I say real numbers are those numbers. Real number are those numbers which can be represented on a number line. So all the number which can be represented on a number line, real number are those number which can be represented on a number line. So all the number which can be represented on a number line are real number. Okay, those numbers which cannot be represented on a number line are called imaginary number. So please remember what are imaginary number, what are real number. Real numbers are those numbers which we can represent on a number line. Imaginary number, we cannot represent them on a number line because imaginary number you get if you get a negative value, if you get a negative value inside the square root. So if we get a negative value inside the square root, such kind of numbers are in the form of imaginary number. Okay, so remember the sum of real number plus imaginary number. The sum of real number plus imaginary number, that sum is called as complex number. Hello Tanish, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can.
So the sum of real number plus imaginary number, the sum is called complex number. So complex number are basically in the form of some part of real, some part of imaginary. The smallest possible form of imaginary number is I, where I means root of -1. I square, you can remember, is -1. Such number which on squaring gives a negative value are called imaginary number. And the sum of real plus imaginary, that is called as complex number. So you should know what are real number, what are imaginary number. Real number, when we say real number, when we talk about real number are basically of two types. They can be rational number. When we say real number can be rational number, or a real number can be irrational number. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So when we say rational number can be integers. Rational number can be integers, or a rational number can be fraction or decimals.
Okay.
So when we say rational numbers can be integers, or they can be fractions or decimals. Rational numbers are in the form of p by q, where the q should not be equal to 0. Those we called as a rational number. What are integer? Integers are those form of rational number where denominator is 1. So if your denominator is 1, we call them integer. If denominator is not 1, then we can write them in the form of fraction or decimal. If your denominator is 1, then we call them integer. If your denominator is not 1, then we can write them in the form of fraction or decimal. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir, I understand what you
What
mean.
are real number?
Sir, real numbers are numbers which can be represented on a number line.
Yeah, so those numbers are real number. What are imaginary number?
Imaginary numbers are numbers which cannot be represented on a number line.
Yeah, which cannot be represented on a number line. Remember, they get the imaginary number, they gives negative value inside the square root. So when we speak about imaginary number, they are called as imaginary number because they give a negative value inside the square root. So we call them as an imaginary number. You got now real number are of two types. They can be rational number or they can be irrational number. What are irrational number?
Irrational numbers are numbers. So irrational numbers. Sir, I think you define irrational number as forgot, sir.
So irrational numbers are those numbers if when they are expressed in decimal, when such numbers when they expressed in decimal, such real number when we express them in decimals, they give non-recurring, they give non-recurring, non-terminating decimals. So such numbers, when we express them in decimal, they give non-recurring, non-terminating decimals. Such numbers are called as irrational number. Please remember the irrational number. Irrational numbers are those numbers when you express them in decimal, they will neither give you a terminating decimal, they will neither give you recurring decimal, they will give you non-recurring, non-terminating decimals. So such kind of numbers, we call them as an irrational number.
Sir, I have a request. Can I just go to the washroom and come?
Yeah, please.
2 minutes, I'll just be back. Sorry
Yes,
for
yes.
that.
No problem, no problem.
So I'm back.
Yeah. So what are irrational number?
Irrational numbers are numbers which can, when they are expressed in decimals, they are non-recurring, they are non-terminating decimals, and they can be expressed in the simplest fraction.
You cannot write them in fraction if you're not understanding. You cannot write them in fraction. That is a problem. No? That's why we call them as irrational. Irrational.
Oh, okay.
You cannot write them in P by Q form, Tanish. If you can write them in P by Q form, then they are rational number. No? What are rational number? Rational number, you can write them in P by Q form. What are irrational number? Which we cannot write in P by Q form, Tanish. Which we cannot write them, which we cannot write in P by Q form. Because we cannot write them in P by Q form, that's why we call them as an irrational number. I hope you are able to understand. You can
yes,
write them in P by Q form. So if you can convert them in P by Q form, then they are rational number. So like when we talk about rational numbers are those numbers which you can write them in P by Q form. Either you can express them in fraction or integer, or in fraction also you can write them in the form of decimal. In decimals, when you call them in form of decimal, they are either recurring decimal, they will be either follow recurring decimals, they will either follow recurring decimals, or they will either follow terminating decimals. They will either follow recurring decimals, or they will either follow terminating decimals. So, and then you can easily write them in P by Q form. What is 0.4 in P by Q form?
0.4. I think it will be certain what it will be 4 by 10.
That would be 4 by 10. 4 by 10 means
Simplest form 2 by 5.
2 by 5. Okay, if I ask you what is 1.75 in P by Q form?
So 1 3 by 4.
1 3 by 4, very good. So 1 3 by 4 you can write, or it is 7 by 4. So you can write them in P by Q form. If I talk about,
Yes, sir, I agree.
so these are basically terminating decimals. These are basically terminating decimals. Then you can have recurring decimals also. You can have recurring decimal like 1.3 over bar, or you can write 1.333333 like this. So can you write this in P by Q form?
No, sir.
Yes, then only they are rational number. No, you are not getting tennis only. You are not paying attention properly. They are what are rational number? They are either recurring decimal or they are either terminating decimal. So these are terminating decimal. Now these are recurring decimal. You can write them in P by Q form, 4 by 3. That is 1.3333. If you
Okay.
suppose you want, so how can we get 4 by 3? So you can write let x equal to 1.333333 like this. Okay. So okay, pay attention here. Suppose this is equation 1. Okay, you want to write this in P by Q form. So let x is equal to 1.3333 like till infinity. Multiply this with 10. So if you multiply this with 10, you will get 13.333333. Can you understand this? Write this in equation.
Yes, sir.
Then subtract the equation 1 from equation 2. So 10x minus x is equal to 13.3333 over bar minus 1.333 over bar. Can you understand this?
Sir, how do you remember so much, sir?
So you focus here, Tanish. This is important. How will you convert the recurring decimals into P by Q form? You know that they are recurring decimal, right? If they are
Yes, sir.
they should be rational number. What sir is telling you, that all terminating and all recurring decimals, all terminating and all recurring decimals are rational number. You know that all terminating, all recurring decimals are rational number. So in that case, if that is true, then this should be a rational number. It means this should be converted in P by Q form. If whatever you said is correct, that they are recurring decimal, so they should be a rational number. If they are rational number, then you should be in position to convert this in P by Q form. Yes. So in that case, if you are in the position to convert this in P by Q form, how will you able to convert? So whatever the number is given to you, call that as X. Then multiply with 10, 100,000, 10,000, so that you can get the same pattern. The objective here is to cancel the decimals, because decimals are infinity. Same values are coming every time. So there are infinite decimals are there. So the best way is that multiply with 10, 100,000, so that you can erase all the decimals. Can you understand this?
Yes, sir, I understood.
So 10x minus x is what? 9x. 9x is equal to 13.3 over bar minus 1.3 over bar will be 12.
Yes, sir.
So what is the value of x? 12 by 9.
So it will be
4 by 3.
3 by 4, 1.333.
Yeah. So this is the way how you can convert this in P by Q. All the recurring decimal, this is the way how you can convert them in P by Q form. You can remember this.
Okay, sir, I understood.
Now, if I ask you, suppose if I ask you, suppose this 1.37 over bar, how will you convert this in P by Q? You know that it's a recurring decimal. You know that it is a recurring decimal. So if it is a recurring decimal, if this is a recurring decimal, then it is a rational number, correct? If it is,
Yes, sir. If it's a recurring number,
then
it is a rational number.
then it should be rational number. And if it is a rational number, then it should be converted into P by Q form. Then it should be converted into P by Q form. You know that. So now the question arises, how you can convert this into P by Q form. So you can just assume let this x is equal to 1.37 over y. What do you mean by this? X is equal to 1.37373737. Any doubt?
Sorry. No, sir.
Simple thing I'm writing. You know, you understanding? This is a recurring decimal. If it is a
Yeah, that I understood, sir.
so it should be converted in P by Q form. Now the question arises how you can convert this in P by Q form. So for that only I'm telling you how will you able to do that. Write the number as equal to x. Now, once you write the number in the form of x, now what you do, see how many digits are there under recurring form?
Sir, 2.
2 digits are there. So multiply with 100. If 3 digits are there in the recurring form, multiply with 1000. If 4 digits are there in the recurring form, multiply with 10,000. Remember that. So now multiply this with by 100. So if you multiply this by 100, you will get 137.373737. Can you understand this?
Yeah, sir.
What we are trying to do, see, you cannot convert this in P by Q form till the time you cannot convert this in P by Q form till the time you're not able to erase all the decimals. In order to convert this in P by Q form, you have to erase all the decimals.
Yeah, sir.
So to erase all the decimals, you will multiply this with by 10 or 100 or 1000 or 10,000, depending upon how many digits are there under recurring form. Is this part clear?
Yeah, sir.
Now what to subtract the equation 1 from equation 2? 100x minus x, you'll get 99x is equal to 137.37 over bar minus 1.37 over bar. So 99x is equal to 136.
Okay.
So the value of x is equal to 136 by 99.
Sir, I'm using request tha. Sir, if you could just do this for the when you start physics, no? Before that, if you could just do it again. So, I have understood. Again, if you do it tomorrow again, no, I'll understand more. If I had that request, if you could just do that.
Means that physics will do, no? Tomorrow we'll do physics. So you want revision? Oh.
Yeah, if you could please.
Yeah, we'll do that. No.
Yeah, so that I don't forget again. We have done with a lot of effort. फिर ऐसा ना हो कि आपने हमने इतना किया, then if I forget it सारा it goes.
Recording is there. No, you can watch recording anytime.
Sir, but you haven't sent me from the last 3 days.
Every day I'm sending you recording. Now only.
So I haven't got it in my mail.
I'm sending you in the group, Tanish.
सर आप मुझे मेल में नहीं भेज सकते क्या, बिकॉज ग्रुप में मम्मी घर पे नहीं रहती, कभी कभी पापा के साथ रहती है और मैं अपने क्लासेस अटेंड करते रहता हूँ.
I don't mind sending. For me everything is fine.
Now वही बोलिए आप सर को your request sir to send it to you in your mail, because sir मम्मी का मोबाइल पापा के पास रहता है, he will be doing something.
Okay, I was aware about all this.
What sir?
I was not aware about all this. मैं जो भी class लेता हूँ every day I make the link and that link I share in the WhatsApp group. What we have every day I'm sending.
I'm not telling that sir.
नहीं but मैं ये बोल रहा हूँ every day I'm sending. I don't know you're watching it or not. I'll mail you again. So that is not a problem. I was not aware about that.
ना सब बताऊं क्योंकि I don't want to disturb पापा, क्योंकि if he gets disturbed then he starts scolding me, that's why.
Okay.
Okay ना सर, वो एक रिक्वेस्ट था मुझे.
हाँ ठीक है, that is clear, no, this part.
Yeah sure.
So basically when we talk about a numbers, every number are called as complex number. Complex number are of two types. They can be real number or they can be imaginary number. Real numbers are those numbers which we can represent on a number line. All the numbers which we cannot represent on a number line are called imaginary number. You get an imaginary number if you get a negative value inside the square root. All real number are of two types. They can be rational number or they can be irrational number. Rational numbers are those numbers which are there in the form of P by Q form. Those are called rational numbers. Such numbers which you cannot write them in P by Q form, they are called as irrational number. This much you are understanding?
Yes, sir, this much I understood.
So rational numbers are of two types. Rational numbers can be integers. Rational number can be fractions or decimals. Integers means when your denominator is 1. Fraction or decimal when your denominator is not 1. And all kinds of decimals which are rational number, they should be recurring or they should be terminating. While such forms of numbers which when you express them in the form of decimal, if they are non-recurring, non-terminating, you cannot express them in decimal form. You cannot express them in P by Q form, and ultimately such numbers become an irrational number. So every time if you see in decimal, suppose some number is there, every time when you're finding decimal, you're getting a new digits, you're getting a new digit, you're not getting any pattern, you're not getting any pattern, you're not getting any pattern. And every time when you find after decimal value, you're getting new digits. And this is not ending also. So such kind of numbers are basically irrational number because they are neither recurring, they are neither terminating. So you cannot express them in P by Q form, and we call these kind of number as an irrational number. I hope you understood all this.
Yes, sir.
So remember this. Now coming back this representation of rational number on the number line, because we know that we are talking about real number and real numbers can be expressed on a number line. Okay, so when we say number line, you know about number line. So you can see a number line here, for example. You can see a number line here. So now, so like suppose if I say represent plus minus 1 by 4, plus minus 1 by 2, plus minus 3 by 4 on a number line. Imagine if I'm asking you. So what you'll do, so first you have to draw a number line. So you draw a number line. So 0.
Sir, I've done this in my book, sir, that whole exercise.
Okay. Well, I'll give you more questions. Very easy only.
Sir, can I ask you a question?
Please ask me.
So, sir, I had got a question. Represent sorry, 5 1 by 7 on a number line.
5
So,
1
sir,
by
how do I
7.
represent it, sir?
5 1 by 7 is what? 36 by 7.
Yes, sir.
Or 5 1 by 7, you know, it is, what is 1 by 7? What is 1 by 7? 1 by 7 is actually, if you find a value, that is
1.4142.
So 5 1 by 7, you know that this will be, this is 6.
Yes, sir.
So 5 1 by 7 will be close to this, somewhere close to 5. The infinite numbers you can put between 5 and 6. Okay, so infinite numbers, or if you want, you can divide this into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put 6 line. So you have 7 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this part, this is 5 1 by 7 if you want.
Sir, I couldn't.
Hello. Hello, can you hear me, Tanesh? Tanesh, can you hear me? Tanesh, can you hear me?
Sir, are you able to hear me?
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, this part clear.
सर मेरा इंटरनेट चले गया था इसलिए
कोई बात नहीं.
हेलो
Can we start?
यस सर वी कैन
Yeah. So you know, right? Represent plus minus 1 by 4, plus minus 1 by 2, 3 by 4 on the number line. You know this, right?
या सर
Uh-huh. So this,
plus minus meaning we have to represent it both side minus side meaning
yeah,
plus side
plus side and minus side both.
okay.
So this, what you have to do here, you know that plus minus 1 by 4, plus minus 1 by 4, then 1 by 2, plus minus 3 by 4. So what you do, you can simply draw a number line. This is 0, and this is 1, this is minus 1. Now divide this into 4 parts. Divide this into 4 parts. Divide this into 4 parts. To divide this into 4 parts, you can draw 3 lines. It will be divided into 4 parts. Okay. So now once you divide it into 4 parts, so what is the value? What is plus 1 by 2? So this will be plus 1 by 2. I hope you understand it. This will be 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is what? 0.5.
Yes sir
This is 0.5. So this is plus 1 by 2. 1 by 2 you can also write 2 by 4. I hope
Sir.
you're understanding. 1
yes
you can also write 2 by 4. So this is 0, this is 1. So if you understand, if this is 0, this is 1, then this will be 1 by 4, this will be 2 by 4, this will be 3 by 4, and this will be 1. This will be what?
1 by 2 sir
This will be, this will be what? This will be
minus 1 by 4
1 by 4. This will
minus
be
2 by 4
minus 2 by 4. This will
then minus 3 by 4
minus 3 by 4, and that will be minus. So plus minus 1 by 4. So minus 1 by 4, this is the point. Minus 1, this is minus 1 by 4. This is plus 1 by 4. This is 1 by 2. This is plus 3 by 4. This is plus 3 by 4. This is minus 3 by 4.
okay sir
Like the same thing I did here. So when you ask me 5 1 by 7, so between 5 and 6, 5 1 by 7 means what? So in the number,
can I try something
sorry,
can I try something
yeah, please tell.
sir I wrote it as after 0 I wrote 1 by 7 then 1 by 7 then 2 1 by 7 3 1
No,
by
no,
7
nothing like that. 0, then you know 1, then you know 2, then you 3, then you know 4, then you know 5, and then you have 6. So 5 1 by 7 means between 5 and 6, make 6 lines. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So this will be 5 1 by 7. This line will be 5 2 by 7. This line will be 5 3 by 7. I hope you understand it. This will be 5
yes
6 by 7, and this will be 5 7 by 7 means 6. So this point, when you say this point is 5 1 by 7.
I understood
So like they are saying that how to find a rational number between two rational number. So simple, add them and divide it by 2. If I asking you find a rational number, you can find by many ways. There are a lot of ways you can do. Infinite rational numbers are there. So but there's a formula is given to you that if you want a rational number, like if you want a rational number, if a rational number, if you want a rational number between, if you want a rational number, if you want a rational number between A and B, suppose two rational numbers are A and B, you want a rational number between A and B. So the answer for this would be A plus B by 2.
Yes, sir.
So if you want a rational number between, if you want a rational number, if you want a rational number between, if you want a rational number between
1/6 and 1/7.
6 and 1/7,
So it will be 1/6
1
plus
by 6
1/7
plus
divided by
1 by
2.
7 divide by 2. So this is 42. This is 13 by 2. So this answer is 13 by 84.
Yes, sir.
Tell me the answer for this. Example, find a rational number between 3 by 5 and 2 by 3.
So 1 second, give me 1 minute. Rational number, so formula A. 59 to 39 plus 10 by. So rational number will be 19 by 30.
So imagine if the denominator is the same, case 1, method of inserting a large number of rational number between the two given number. So if the denominator are same, so they are given the method, multiply the numerator and denominator of each rational number by a number greater than the number n of the rational number, so that it can be inserted n plus 1, n by 2, all that. So take any number of integers between the numerator and denominator. All that you will not understand, so forget all that. So suppose you want three rational numbers. Suppose if you want three rational numbers between 1 by 5, if I ask you insert, imagine if I ask you insert, find three rational number between 1 by 5 and 2 by 5. So how you can do, like, what is 1 by 5? 1 by 5 is.
No, sir, if you explain me, I'll understand such a thing.
I'm explaining you only, Tanesh. If you write
Yes, sir.
1 by 5, 1 by 5 is 0.2.
Yes.
If you find the decimal value of 1 by 5, it is 0.2. If you find the decimal value of 2 by 5, that is 0.4.
Yes, sir.
So three rational number I want between, see, 1 by 5, three rational number I want, rational number between, I want three rational number between 1 by 5 and 2 by 5. So I know 1 by 5 is 0.2, 2 by 5 is 0.4. I can write any rational number. I can write 0.21, I can write 0.22, I can write 0.23, I can write 0.24, like this till 0.39. I can write any three rational number. 0.21 is 21 by 100 and 0.22 is 22 by 100. I can write any I can write between them. So ultimately they are between 1 by 5 and 2 by 5. Any doubt? Tanish, I'm asking you something.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt?
Sir, I'm just looking at the steps and I'm trying to understand. Okay, sir.
That is the one way of doing. This is the mature way of doing. But normally the kids of your age will be find difficult because they don't know what is the value of 1 by 5. If you know the value of 1 by 5 is 0.2 and the value of 2 by 5 is 0.4, then you can do it very easily. Then you'll not get confused or you'll not get scared. But problem happens with those kinds of kids who are weak in maths. So those kinds of kids who are weak in maths, when they see this question, they get confused. they think that okay, this is 1 by, they're asking us to find between 1 by 5 and 2 by 5. They think how will we able to find between 1 by 5 and 2 by 5. So in the book the method is given. So for those kind of kids who can't think so much, so there's a method is given in book. So you want three rational number, right? You want three rational number, right? You want three rational number, right? So here n is 3, right?
Yes, sir.
So if you want three rational number, no. So whatever is your n, so what you do, multiply numerator and denominator by n plus 1. Whatever is your n, multiply your numerator, multiply your numerator and denominator, multiply your numerator and denominator by n plus 1. That method is given. Multiply your numerator and denominator by n plus 1 to both. So if you multiply 1 by 5 with 4 into 4, you can multiply, and just 2 by 5 into 4 into 4. Ultimately, 1 by 5, can I write 4 by 20?
Yes, sir.
And 2 by 5, can I write 8 by 20?
Yes, sir.
So now finding three rational number, between finding three rational number between now finding three rational number between 4 by 20 and 8 by 20 will be cakewalk. Will be what? 5 by 20, 6 by 20, 7 by 20. I hope you understand.
Yes, sir. I understand.
So anyway, you'll get the same answer only. Here you multiplied by n plus 1, you could have multiplied by n plus 2, you could have multiplied by n plus 3. All that thing doesn't matter at all. Your answer will not be impacted because of that part. Otherwise, they have given this method. So we are simply doing by that method. One explanation and all this explanation. You can read this.
Hmm. So which one?
Which is there in your screen.
Sir, like I didn't understand.
Whatever I told just now here, the same thing is written here. You can read this.
Okay, okay. Totally. I thought you were telling word by. Okay, okay. Okay. Okay, sir. So 1 second. Just reading through. Okay. Okay, sir. So 1 second, sir. 1 second. I'll just take a pic of it. Sir, can you send me all this?
Yeah, I'll send you, but I already explained you.
How, sir? Because you know, so if I have any doubts, like at least I can read through it and do something. I won't disturb you, right? That's fine.
Don't worry.
Nice, nothing like that, sir. No, maybe if you can just send it to me, sir, that's all.
No, I'll do that. But read this first and ask me if you have anything to ask.
Yeah. you want me to read it again, sir?
You read already?
Yeah, sir. That's what I told you that time.
Okay. So like this way we can do. Now when your denominators are different, when your denominators are different. So first case I did when the denominators are same. So first thing we did when your denominators are same. So when denominators are same, we took an example. So we took an example how to do that. Okay. Now imagine if I ask you, imagine if I ask you, uh, insert four rational number, insert four rational number between, insert four rational number between -2/7 and -3/7. Tell me the answer.
Insert 4. Okay. Insert 4. How do this now? Start thinking, sir. I'm not sure.
That's what you are not paying attention to. Just now I did that problem for you.
Yeah, sir, because this is all new to me, no, sir. I don't understand for the first time. I'll take little time to understand. Mummy ko bhi pata hai ye. Like these are all new to me, no, sir. That's what happens with me.
You told me that you already solved all this from RS Agarwal.
So in RS Agarwal, if you look for mine, RS Agarwal is not there, sir.
Is there anyway? I'll not argue with you on that point, but it's there. I am really doubtful what you did from RS Agarwal.
No, sir. देखो, exercise in exercise 1 है, you have addition and subtraction. Then in exercise 1B, you have only representation. Then exercise
that representing only we are doing, not Tanish. Just representing only, not Tanish. I think you know everything, Tanish. So I think either you are getting confused or you are making me confused. Exercise 1B in RS Agarwal, you only told me that you did all the representing part, and that is what I am teaching you. You also know I'm.
Yeah, sir, it's only 3 means.
I'm teaching you that only. I'm not teaching anything from the style. We are doing.
No, sir, I'm not doing that, sir, because over here, it's ये सब कुछ नहीं है, insert वो सब कुछ नहीं है, it's messy है.
I have RS Agarwal book with me and I can see that part. Anyway, let's not argue on that part. It's better focus on this problem. So I told you, Tanish, if there's you have to find. I told you if your denominator is same, we discussed already. Denominator is same, denominator is not same. Here, representing on rational number on a number line. When we are talking about representing a rational number on number line, first thing you understood this. How to do this part?
Yeah, so representation I understood that time only.
We are doing representation only, Tanish. Why you are going here and there? Same thing we are doing, Tanish. Same thing. You have different kinds of problem. We are discussing all possible form of problem.
Yeah, sir.
Please pay attention. Please pay confidence on what I'm telling you. So this is one part of one kind of questions. You can't always do the 2 seconds because now you are getting more and more older. Now you are in 8th standard. The level of question will improve. So you cannot be happy with easy kind of problems always. So represent, this is one kind of problem. You understood this?
Yes, these I understood. This I understood.
You understood? Okay. Then we did this representing rational number between two rational number. This you understood?
Yes, that also I understood.
That you understood.
X plus y divided by 2.
Yeah, now we are doing third type. Method of inserting a large number n of rational number between the two given number, between two given rational number. So now if now what I told you just now, I did this problem. Ask you also, you understood or not? You said you understood. Then I made you to read also this. You said you read also. Again, I'm doing for you. Please pay attention. How many rational number you want?
3.
3. So if you want 3 rational number, then 3 plus 1. What is 3 plus 1?
4.
4. Multiply 4 with both numerator and denominator. That is what I told you. Whatever you want.
Yeah, so you told me that.
So the 4, if you multiply with both numerator and denominator, what you will get here, if you observe what you get here. So if you multiply here, 1 minute. So if you multiply here, multiply 4 with both numerator and denominator, you will get 4 by 20 and 8 by 20. Can you understand this?
Yeah, sir.
Or you can write it in paper. You multiply 4 with 1 by 5 and 2 by 5. You will get 4 by 20 and you will get 8 by 20. Correct?
What's that?
If I'm saying if this is 1 by 5 and this is 2 by 5, if you want 3 rational number, right? You want 3 rational number. So if you multiply 4 with both numerator and denominator, if you multiply 4 with both numerator and denominator, you will get 4 by 20 and 8 by 20. Can you understand this?
That's what I understood.
So if I want 3 rational number between them, what are the 3 rational number? What are 3 rational number? 5 by 20, 6 by 20, 7 by 20. Simple. Can you understand this?
Yeah, sir.
Simple 3 rational number you want between them. So denominator is same. They have same denominator. And you can find gap. You have 5, you have 6, you have 7. This part clear?
Okay. Okay, and this I understood.
Same thing you have to do here when I'm asking you this. Same thing if I'm asking insert 4 rational number between.
So then we have to say, then we have to add 4 plus 1 is 5.
5,
So
you have to multiply 5 with both numerator.
Yeah, sir. Okay, okay. Okay, so now I'll do it. So one second, I'll do it. Tell you. Sorry. 1 second. Choosing. We get minus 10 by 35 minus 15. So minus 11 by 35 minus 12 by 35 minus 13
you
by.
You can write anything. Yeah. You can write anything. This is 5 into minus 3, 7 by then this is 7 by 5. So you'll get what? You'll get minus 10 by 35 and this is minus 15 by 35. I want 4 rational number, right? So what are 4 rational numbers? The 4 rational number, what are those? You can write minus 11 by 35, minus 12 by 35, minus 13 by 35, minus 14 by 35. Can you understand this? So
Yes.
nothing is big deal here. So easy. Only thing, little bit if you pay attention, the work will be very easy. Clear this part, Tanish? Now, if your denominator is not same, so if your denominator is not same, take the LCM. Take the LCM and express them with same denominator. So if it is not same, then you can take LCM and make sure that you express them with same LCM. Where is that problem for that? So suppose this, find 5 rational number between minus 3 by 5 and 3 by 7. Can you do that?
Okay, sir.
What you have to do, you have to write them with same denominator. You have to make sure that they should get same denominator. Then expressing will become very easy. So minus 3 by 5 and 3 by 7. So minus 3 by 5 minus 3 by 5 and 3 by 7. What I want 5 rational number. I want 5 rational number. I want 5 rational number between them. I want 5 rational number between them. I want 5 rational number between them. So what I told you, Tanis, what is the first step you'll do?
So you need to add.
What you add, Tanis? I told you have to.
So you have to find the LCM first.
Please pay attention. What is LCM of 7 and 5?
So 35.
35. So 35. Write them with same denominator. You have to write them in same denominator. 35. 35 divided by 5.
7.
7
Minus
into minus
21.
3. Minus
Minus
21.
21.
35 divided by 7.
5.
5 into 3.
15.
Now can you write 5 rational number between them? Very easily.
So you can't.
Ayyo, why can't yaar?
No, because of here it's minus 21 and it's plus 15.
Seriously, yaar. So what all the numbers which comes in between, Tanish, all the numbers which come between this, that you can write any number between minus 21 and plus 15.
Okay, so then we'll write minus 9 by plus 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 by 35.
Tanish, you think here, Tanish, this is minus 21 and this is plus 15 and here this is 0. So all the numbers, Tanish, use your common sense. All the numbers which come between this, minus 20, minus 19, minus 18 till 0, 1, 2, 3, till 14, all are between this. Can you understand this, Tanish?
Yeah, sir, understood.
Any number, so you are saying, why you are saying can't? Any number which comes between, anything which comes between minus 21 and plus 15, you can write, choose any 5 in between them and your work is done. You can write minus 20 by 35. You can write minus 19 by 35. You can write 1 by 35. You can write 2 by 35. You can write any number 7 by 35. You can till 14 by 35. You can take any rational number.
Okay, sir.
Please try to understood this.
Yeah, sir.
Very easy, Tanish.
Yeah, sir, understood.
No, I'm facing problem in this to convince you. What you don't know, you don't know. You don't try to learn also. That is the biggest challenge I'm facing. So now this, how will you do this? Find 15 rational number between.
Or I'll take the denominator, which is 24.
Denominator LCM is not 24, Tanish. Between 4 and 6.
So 12.
12 is the LCM. So
yes.
Do so make the denominator first equal, Tanish. Always make the denominator equal. Minus 3 by 4 and 5 by 6 and 5 by 6. What is the denominator? 12.
12.
12.
Which is 3 and 2.
So
minus 9 plus 10.
And this is what? Plus 10. So can you find numbers between minus and plus 10? What are minus 8 by 12, minus 7 by 12, minus 6 by 12, minus 5 by 12, till 9 by 12. All the numbers which lie between them will be the part of my answer. Can you understand this?
Yes, sir.
So you have to do all these questions. Okay, you have to do these questions. Then I'll send you the screenshot. Do these questions and we'll discuss this tomorrow. Not tomorrow means day after tomorrow. If you have any thought on this, and with this, we'll.
Okay.
Any question, Tanish?
No, sir.
So, can I wind up the class?
Yes, sir.
1 minute. Just do one question, then I'll wind up. Just find 4 rational number between 1 by 7 and 3 by 7. Tell me the answer. Tell me the steps. No need to tell answer. Only tell me the steps. How will you do?
So find 4 rational numbers as I'll take 4 plus 1 is 5. I'll multiply 1 by 7 into 5 plus 3 by 7 into 5. So it will be 5 by 35, comma 15 by 35. So 4 rational numbers can be
1 minute. 5 by 35. 5 by 35. So you're multiplying 5 with both, right? 5 by 35 and 15 by 35. Correct.
yeah, sir.
So then once you get 5 by 35, and the other one you are getting is 15 by 35. So can you find 4 rational numbers between them?
Yeah, sir, you can.
What can be the
So
possible
6,
answer?
7, 11, 12, 6, 7, 9, 10, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that.
Anything till maximum you will take is 14. Can you understand?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, now you understand. Now I'm clear, Tanish. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, so we'll do this much in today's class. Then I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Any question, any concern, anything, and don't feel bad if I scold you. So the only ultimate objective is to make sure that you improve. So,
Yes, sir.
so I can see some stiffness in your improvement still. So I want to improve that part. Please do the physics part. Start solving the assignments. Okay, tomorrow we'll do physics. Okay.
Okay.
Anything you want to ask? Anything you want to tell?
No, so then what will be the next chapter of math?
What is the next? We'll do the next chapter of maths. We'll finish this exponent and power. We'll start.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Anything you want to ask, Tanish?
No, sir.
All good, all happy.
Yes, sir.
Now everything is good. Now you're settled. You're in good zone. You're not tense. You are playing properly. Play some video games and all. Little bit. Do some exercise. Do some yoga. Spend some time with family. Be happy. Anything you want to tell me?
No, sir.
All good, no? Anything you want
Yes, sir.
to concern? Okay.
Nothing, sir. Nothing.
Okay. I hope you are happy. All good. I just want to make you happy, and you should keep doing hard work like the way you are doing. So I'm very proud of you. Okay, Tanish. Then see you
Yes.
tomorrow. Take care. Till then. Bye.
Bye-bye.